Hey guys, in my Where Have I Been video, I expressed to you that I wanted to do a review in some Bare Minerals stuff, or well, I guess Bare Essentials, so that's what this is going to be. The first two things I want to review in this video is the Bare Minerals Matte SPF 15 Foundation and the concealer, but I'll talk to you about that in a second. I switched over to Bare Minerals from MAC because I don't really have many blemishes or acne problems or anything of that kind, but so that's why I wanted like something with less coverage but still makes you, still makes you look like you're put together. And I love MAC Studio Fix. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you've probably seen me talk about the Studio Fix powder. That is high coverage, but it's a powder, it's not a liquid. And I like that a lot. The only reason I switched over to Bare Minerals is for the sole purpose of the fact that that powder in MAC just had so much titanium dioxide that in all of my pictures I just look completely gray and washed out, and that's just not attractive. So that is the only reason I switched over to Bare Minerals. I didn't have any other problem with that product. Now, I have never used anything by Bare Minerals before this. So I went into the store not really knowing what to expect, but I did know that they had the new matte formula of the original SPF 15. So I love the fact that it had an SPF. That's the first reason that I even considered it, because with summer coming up, it's a good thing to have. Like, even if you want to tan or whatever, like, it's something that you should definitely protect your face with. It's really, really important so you don't get skin cancer and, you don't really damage your skin. So I like that. Also, they have 5 main shades of Bare Minerals matte. I think it's like light, medium, dark, deep dark, and something else. And within those 5, there are 4 shades of each. But each shade doesn't differ based on darkness. It differs based on your undertone. For instance, I use medium tan, and this is the first one in the medium line. I thought that this meant this was the lightest shade in there, but that's not true. It's just that I have a more reddish undertone than yellow or neutral. So this is the one that seemed to go along with that. But they explain that to you over there, so it's really easy to find your shade. And so far, I have been incredibly impressed with this because it gives me the coverage that I want without making me feel like I have any makeup on. And the best compliment is when people tell you that your skin looks great, not that your makeup looks great. And I really, really enjoy hearing that from people because, I mean, though I don't really have blemishes, I've never really heard that from people because I have oily skin and, like bigger pores and things of that kind, but this really helps me with that. Like, it's an easy thing to put on, and this is what it looks like. It comes like that. It's a little jar, and it has a sifter, which apparently the SPF, or the original SPF 15 doesn't. So you just open it, and you just put out like a very, very little amount. I would say put on, or just open this and put into here like less than a dime size amount. Like a dime size is just way too much. And then use a brush to do this. Okay, like there's nothing in here, but suppose there was. It would be in here, and you would use a brush, go put it straight down in here, like vertical. Do that, and then just tap it off and put it on your skin. Now the thing is, though it says that you are supposed to tap it off, I kind of cheat and don't do that because I want a more heavy coverage than most people who use this product. So I use more of the product, and I don't tap it off to get the coverage that I want, but by all means, you do not have to do that. Also, when I first got this product, I did not buy the Bare Minerals brush to go with this because I have so many makeup brushes and I figured that one of them would work out just fine. So the first thing I did is try to use the Sigma brush right here, which is equivalent to MAC's 150, and that just did not work out. This brush is way too soft to pick up this product, and it just doesn't buff it into your skin as well because the bristles are too soft to do that. So this gave me a very, very light coverage to the point that it didn't even look like I was wearing anything, and though that's good, that wasn't what I wanted this for. So that brush didn't work out. So then I switched over to this brush, which is just a Sephora, I think it's like a blush brush, but I use this because it's got harder bristles than the Sigma 150, but this didn't work out either. So then I had to go back to Bare Minerals and buy the Baby Buki brush, and this is amazing. It makes the biggest difference. I wish I had done like one side of my face with this and one side with this because you guys would have seen the difference immediately. This is a high coverage brush, so if you want something very, very low coverage, this isn't for you. Then just stick to some brush that you already have, like a Sigma 150 or anything of that kind. But I really, really think that you should get this brush if you go and buy any of their foundations, because though this brush is a lot harder and coarser than any of the MAC brushes or Sigma brushes, and you might wonder like, okay, this is kind of hurting my skin, or it's not normal. It's a little bit more coarse than normal. It just works with the product. So I guess there is something to their brushes and foundation going together. Also, you can use a foundation brush like this. Sorry, this one's kind of dirty, but this put on way too much product for me. It felt like I was painting my face literally, and I didn't like that. But if you want like extreme high coverage, you should go for this. Also, this helped me with controlling my oil a lot more than any foundation has. If you guys have been following me, you know that I use the what is it? The Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Plus, and that's really, really good too, but that is a lot thicker and controls oil very well. But if you want something that's lighter coverage, then a powder is really good for you. Also, I wouldn't recommend this if you don't have combination to oily skin, because I tried using this on my mom because she has the same skin color as me, but she has dry skin, and it just flaked off. Like, it almost, like, the product didn't even like go and stick to her face. And I don't know why, because my face was just washed, so was hers, so I shouldn't have had oil in my face at that time, and I don't think I did, but the product just didn't stick to her face, and it just didn't do anything for her. So I wouldn't suggest it for someone who has normal or, you know, dry skin. And why would you? Because if you don't have any oil coming out of your skin, don't like make your skin you know, have a hard time breathing because of, I guess, this. I'm not saying it clogs your pores, but it is gonna add more than a normal foundation to stop your oil from seeping through. I did try on the original formula and I hated it because it made my oil come out like this, so there is a difference between these two formulas. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you learned what you had to. I really love this and I recommend this fully, but I'm going to go ahead and do another video on the concealer because I think I've gone over like 6 or 7 minutes, so instead of getting cut off, I'll just do a different video. Alright, bye.